Lewis Hamilton bigs himself up and claims there's never been an F1 driver like me. Defiant Lewis Hamilton is ready for an F1 battle in 2023 after insisting, "There has never been a driver like me." The seven-time world champion's confidence has certainly not been dented after a miserable winless season where he was outscored by new Mercedes teammate George Russell and saw rival Max Verstappen cruise to a second world title. Hamilton cut a frustrated figure as Mercedes faltered with the W13 failing to adjust to the all-new technical regulations that saw Red Bull completely dominate the grid. The Silver Arrows struggled to compete for race wins throughout the season, and it quickly became apparent that there would be no hope of a renewed fierce title battle between the irrepressible Verstappen and the legendary Briton. Hamilton ultimately finished sixth in the drivers' standings, 35 points behind Russell, who sealed a memorable first race win at Interlagos, and 214 behind champion Verstappen. But the F1 icon is still fueled by his ambitions for a record 8th world title, and at 38, there is no sign of retirement from the sport, with contract extension talks pending with Mercedes boss Toto Wolff. He has made the most of his time off this winter, globetrotting and spending time in Antarctica as he looks to put the disastrous 2022 season behind him. And he is adamant that last year's disappointment has made Mercedes even more determined to get back to the top of podiums once again. "If I can say anything from last year, it is that as a team we have only become more resilient and more determined," he told Formula 1.nl. Last year was the first since 2013 that Mercedes had not competed for the world title, and Hamilton is convinced the 2022 season was an aberration rather than the start of a slump for a team that had dominated the sport for so long. And when quizzed on his own expectations, with no driver ever having won a race after over 300 starts, Hamilton, who has made 310, gave an emphatic response: "But there has never been a driver like me." Hamilton realizes he may face his toughest challenge yet to claim an 8th world crown, with fresh Ferrari optimism and a seemingly indomitable Verstappen to conquer. But he is here to stay in F1 and could race into his 40s at Mercedes after team principal Wolff recently revealed the duo will soon sit down for face-to-face contract talks. "As for contract discussions, we have a full year to go," Wolff said. "We are so aligned. In the last 10 years our relationship has grown. It's just a matter of him physically being back in Europe, sticking our heads together, wrestling a bit, and then leaving the room with white smoke after a few hours."